My husband is turning into a grumpy old man. This is an email that someone sent our counselors at the Marriage Foundation. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation, and we like to take some of these topics. You could send yours in and respond to them in videos. And hopefully you've already subscribed to this channel because there's so much to learn. Our approach is very different from the normal psychological approach that's out there. There's hundreds of thousands of psychologists, and they don't have our approach. They don't see marriage the way we see marriage, which is as the most positive, wonderful thing that you can enjoy in your life. And it gets that way as a result of your efforts. It doesn't just happen. Let's just put it this way. Your marriage is a setup for incredible success, incredible happiness, and love. Very fulfilling. But like an automobile that is a setup to go somewhere, you don't just get in it and go. You have to work it. And it's that way with a marriage. And if your husband now is turning into a grumpy old man, well, let's take a look. Instead of his being a grumpy old man, let's take a look at the marriage as a whole. Let's back away from labeling him, and let's take a look and go, he's grumpy. What does that mean? That means that he's not happy. Now, we're not going to diagnose your husband any further than that. But that's not a really difficult diagnosis, is it? If he were happy, he wouldn't be grumpy. Grumpiness is what you are, and you are too from time to time. When you're not feeling good, you're grumpy, cranky. And so the complaint here may be a little bit off target in terms of wanting to resolve it. Okay? Because you have so much power as his wife to be the cause for his unbelievable happiness. I'm not suggesting you can fix him. No, I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about putting into his environment, which is what you are. You're besides his own mind, you are his environment. Of course, he has other environments too, where he works or he goes to the store, but that's nothing. You're his environment. So, as an environment, we know that environment is even stronger than willpower. Our environment has so much influence on us. Look at this now. You're his environment. Are you being sweet with him all the time? Loving towards him? Or do you complain to him? And I'm not just shooting in the dark. You know, there is a common thread among people who don't understand marriage to behave in their marriage with expectations galore. And when those expectations are not met, out comes the complaints, the criticism, the condemnation, the 3 C's, the stern looks, the expressions of suffering, even your reaction to his grumpiness. What you're describing is part of a cycle that you are part of. So if you want to break a cycle, what do? The cycle is downwards. It's getting worse and worse for both of you. You have the power to change everything. You do. Now, what happens typically is that we work with people who really don't know anything about marriage. They think they do. They think they do. You know, a friend of mine called me up. This was a couple of years ago. He said, Paul, my sister gave advice to my nephew and he's going to commit suicide. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. He broke up with his girlfriend. He's miserable. She gave him advice, and now he's even worse. I'll pay you to meet with him. And I said, you don't pay me. I'm your friend. No, this is different. So I met with him, and within 20 minutes or so, he was laughing. He was happy, because I understand relationships, marriage. I understand men, and I understand women. I've done research, we've tested, we've been around for over 20 years. So we know what we're doing. So you may be hearing what I'm saying. Okay, I have to change. Okay, now I'm going to tell you something about changing that you may not have thought about. Everything, by the way, that we do is purely common sense. It's really simple. So you're going to understand this. This isn't over your head. I'm not like some wizard or something. This won't be over your head. We behave based on our thoughts. Our thoughts are generated from our experiences, our memories, and how we react to outside influence, which is also habitual. There's a lot of habits rolling around in that mind of yours. And those habits define who you are. And who you are defines what you're going to do next. So when you go, okay, I'm going to change, usually you can't. Because a habit, a single habit up here, which causes a reaction to a current situation, underneath that are 15 habits, and underneath those, each one has another 15, and so on. I'm just throwing out a number. The point is that until we learn how to change ourselves, making an effort to change our behavior is typically a setup for failure. Now, I discovered this way early on, well over 20 years ago, when one of my first clients said, Paul, your stuff is amazing, it's great, because I had it based on very simple, behave well, expect a positive reaction. Change how you behave. And he said, but I can't do it. I keep reverting back to my old stuff. And it caused me to do deeper research and learn about the mind. And not like psychologists, they don't understand the mind. And I gave you a taste of that. So this is in my books. It's also in our courses. You want to take it at your own speed and in your own way, one of the books will be great. You want to really put the pedal to the metal, use the courses, and bam, we get right into it and take you step by step. But the point is, now the other way, which is going to be very difficult for you if you're having this issue, because this, what you have is a descending kind of issue. Things keep unraveling. But just signing up for this channel and learning things one video at a time, that's going to help you too. You have free will. You have free choice. You do what you think is best. But definitely peruse our website at the Marriage Foundation and have a sense of how you want to do this. And we're always here to help you. You can write into our counselors. It's a free service, and they'll help you. Now let's go back to this issue that you have. My husband is turning into a grumpy old man, and I'm Going to recap for you because this is important. His strongest influence in his life is you. And he is becoming a grumpy old man basically because he's unhappy. Becoming grumpy is the result of unhappiness and frustration. Which means, I'm putting this in a positive context. Don't take it in the negative. The positive context is, therefore, you have tremendous power to help him stop becoming grumpy, which will help you become happier yourself. And now we've turned the cycle from negative to positive. You see? We don't ever do anything negative. We don't ever blame anybody for anything except stubbornness. Joking you. So hopefully this was beneficial for you. You've got something out of it. You can leave a comment. It could be a question to me. That's the easiest way to work with me, is through the comment box, and also leave a like. We love those. So blessings to you, and I hope you like where we're coming from at the Marriage Foundation. We do. Okay, thank you, and God bless.